legs crossed. You were already there, way ahead of me. And we'll open our hands. We're gonna do our opening breathing exercises. So we'll really take our time with this. Close your eyes if you like. And we're gonna inhale. Good, and exhale. Good, and inhale. And exhale. Good, inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. We're going to do a few more, but let's really think about rolling our shoulders back and relaxing them and really setting them back and opening the chest. And a few more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and one last time. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Become a bit of a believer in stretching the sides before we do the neck. So I'm gonna just have us stretch our sides first. I think that loosens up a lot. So we're just gonna reach out and put our palm flat, and then we're gonna stretch up and over. And Miss Olivia, remember with these stretches, only go as far as it feels good. Don't do anything that hurts. We're gonna just stretch and breathe. Very good, really feel that stretch through your side. Other side, just reach all the way over, put your palm down on the other side, bring the other arm up, and you're gonna feel that slowly start to stretch. And breathe. Very good, one more breath. Up to center. Now we're going to work on our necks a little bit. So we're going to bring our chin down to our chest. Good. And then we're just going to sweep to the right, our ear towards our shoulder. Up and over the back. Nice and easy. This is the first time. Ear to shoulder. And chin to chest. Very good. Again, same direction. Ear to shoulder. Up over the back. Ear to shoulder, and chin to chest, and reverse to the left, ear to shoulder, up over the back, ear to shoulder, and chin to chest. Good, one more time, ear to shoulder, up over the back, ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Very good. Let's bring our heads up and center and put our hands just gently behind them, just for support. Very good. We're just going to think about this like opening and closing wings. So we're going to close our wings and we're going to hunch forward as if we're trying to wrap them around ourselves. And you should sort of feel a pull from your mid-back as you wrap around. And you don't necessarily have to touch your elbows, but try to imagine that that's where you're going. And then slowly open, and as you open, you're going to imagine that you want your shoulder blades to come together in the back, and you can even let your fingers separate a little bit on the back of your head if that feels better. Nice open chest. Very good. Let's let's fold forward again, folding everything in. This really does our upper back. Elbows come towards the front. Very good. And open the chest, stretch the arms back. Shoulder blades come together. And just put them on our knees, and we're going to roll our shoulders. So big rolls here. We're going to really dip the shoulders forward and then up and over to the back. Very good. Dip forward and up and over to the back. A few more times. Forward, over, forward, up and over to the back. Good. And then you're just going to gently reverse directions. So then I'm going to go up over the back and forward. Yep. Around the back and forward. Very good. It's a circular motion. It'll be difficult to do at first because we all have tight shoulders. Very good. Very good. One more time. Our arms out, so out straight. This is going to be a little challenging actually, and we're just going to make little circles to start to warm up our arms. So you'll actually feel your arms start to get tired after a little while. Very good. Circles. And then reverse and go the other direction. Good. I have slightly different music on today. I like it. I almost went with ocean sounds, but I can never quite do that because I feel like we'll either fall asleep or we'll have tea or...
Yeah, that would be me. I'd be like, excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'll be back.
We're going to bring our arms all the way up. This is a stretch to our palms together. And just bring them down in the front. We're just going to go through this rotation a few times. Stretch up. Big inhale. Palms together. And exhale down. Very good. Big inhale. Palms together. And exhale down. Very good. One more time. Big inhale. Palms together. And exhale down. Very good. We're going to get ready to start to move our legs out. So we're going to slowly get there. First, we're going to go into our butterfly pose. So our feet are going to come together and we're going to just hold on to our ankles and then let the legs drop out. I like to sort of bend my arms and set my elbows on my inner thighs, and that way I'm pressing just a little bit. And then once we get comfortable here, we'll shift our hands underneath the toes. So I just cup them under my baby toes. Very good. And then I'm just going to slowly roll forward as if I wanted to put my forehead down on the toes. We'll have all different levels of flexibility here. Keep breathing. Very good. A couple of breaths. Gently come up and we're going to push the legs out and forward. So we're going to push forward till they're all the way out. We're in our seated staff pose. Very good. Now you might feel a stretch already just being in this pose. So you can move your feet around, just feel that out. Very good. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold forward. So I usually just leave my feet neutral. And I take a big inhale, lift up from the rib cage. So big inhale up. And fold forward. Good. Let your arms fall wherever is comfortable. You can be back here on the knees, the ankles, or grabbing your feet. Very good. Keep breathing. You may feel this in the back of your legs and your upper back. Helps to just reset and have a second one. So we're going to inhale up and exhale, fold over. Very good. Keep breathing. Exhale, you can move a little deeper into the stretch. Make sure you release any tension in your knees. Very good. From here, we're going to come back up to the regular seated pose. And we're going to actually take one leg and fold it over. So my goal here is to kind of put my foot on the ground on the other side and have it be about at knee level. Maybe my toes are at knee level. Very good. And then my same arm as leg is going to press. Good. And I'm going to twist and I'm going to look to the back and breathe. Switch legs. One leg comes out, the other comes over. I want to put it on the ground and have my toes be somewhere around my knee. Very good. And then my same arm as leg presses. I reach behind me and twist. And this is one that can definitely be done on a chair as well. Just holding onto the front of the chair and the back. Stretch now. We're going to come back to the front, and now this bent leg, keep it there and just lift it and let it fall out to the side so that you're just sitting like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just try to reach forward with our leg bent like that. Very good. A couple of breaths. Slowly release, and before we switch legs, just see if you can cup your foot and cup your outer knee. You don't want to yank on anything, just gently cup everything. This again could be done in a chair. And just see if you can just lift just a little bit. Just pull it in. See if you feel a little bit of a stretch here. You could even switch and hug it right here if you wanted to. Can you feel a sciatic stretch? See if you can pull it in a little more. There we go. Should feel a little bit of a stretch here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I always start with this because sometimes people feel it like the minute they lift it, but you can hug like that if you don't.
Yeah.
You've been doing the other sciatic stretch for a while, so you're getting flexible. That's one thing about yoga is it releases all the sinuses. I was thinking I'm gonna have to at some point in the winter keep tissues near me.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch legs. So we get that other leg bent. Very good, and we just walk forward and stretch. You may feel one side is less flexible than the other, or more flexible. Good, keep breathing. More breaths. Very good, and I'm gonna skip right to hugging the leg. So instead of holding like this, I'm gonna just bring it up and hug it for a stretch. Very good, and breathe. Couple more. Very good. As we release that leg, what we're gonna do is get into a one leg bent, one leg extended position. Very good. So this is a very different stretch. We can almost do the same motions with different positions because it's gonna be a very different stretch. Like I feel this one on my inner thigh, whereas I didn't feel that at all on the other one.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so like we can do the same, like lift up and over, but changing our legs completely changes what we're stretching.
Right,
And we're gonna feel this more in the lower back than the upper back.
okay.
So we're gonna do a few different versions. We're gonna start with the inverted stretch. So my palm faces out and I go towards my foot. Very good, and then I lift this arm up and over. That's very much a side stretch. Couple breaths. Relax any tension. Just breathe into that stretch. Very good. Slowly release and then face the extended leg. So I just take my posture and I turn and face the extended leg. And this one, I'm just gonna walk straight forward, reaching towards my ankle and facing that leg. Very good. And you can completely change how this stretch feels for you if you just add tilting your toes down. And then the opposite, pressing the heel forward and curling the toes back. So whether you flex or you point, you'll completely alter how this stretch feels for you. staying in this stretched position. We're just gonna keep going like the hands of the clock, and we're gonna walk our hands out to the side here, and just a little bit, just try to stretch away from the leg. You're not gonna feel like you can go very far on this, but we just wanna remind our body that it can stretch this way. Very good, couple of breaths. Should feel more of a pull above your opposite hip. And you can always bend the leg if you need to. Yourself back up, and we're gonna switch sides. So the other leg extends, other leg bends. There we go. Very good. And we're gonna start with inverted. So my hand faces out, I slide it down towards my foot, and my arm comes up and over. Very good. Stretch reminds me that I regret doing hip throws yesterday. I can't hear you. What'd you say? Did you say she doesn't know what it is? Yeah, we haven't gotten there with your brother. That's an advanced thing that you can throw other people. Good, let's come out of this stretch and then turn and face our leg. Good, and walk down, reaching towards your ankle. This one feels really good. Couple of breaths. Very good. One more breath. Good. We're going to walk our hands a little bit up and then over, like we're a clock, and we got to keep going. Good. And breathe. It's good to remind our hips that they can rotate this way. Transition to laying on our backs. Let's just open both legs and do the full stretch. So get both legs open. You don't want to try to do the flexibility thing and push them way open at this point. You want to be where you feel that you can sit up straight and have balance. So it's okay if they come in further in order for you to have good posture. And then what we're going to do is I usually walk forward in this pose. It's a little difficult. You can lift up and go over. It's a little harder. You can also, while breathing, you can just walk your hands forward, just like that. And then as you inhale and exhale, sometimes on the exhale, you can walk a little further forward. Good. Slowly walk yourself back up. Good. Shake out the legs a little bit. Let's get a quick sip of water and then we're gonna go onto our backs. Do you have water? That's your water over there, right? Okay. I had the hiccups last night. I had them last night. Uh-oh, do you need me to untie it? Want me to untie it? Okay, I was gonna say you can toss it over here and I'll toss it back if you want me to. Our dads don't know their own strength. All right, I'm gonna roll down onto my back. All right, so we're switching this up a little. Normally I do this towards the end of class, but I want to work us hopefully up to standing. So we're gonna do this now. So we'll start with our sciatic stretch. So one leg is planted and bent. I happen to have mine right. Mine left, I'm gonna set the ankle on my right knee. Let that leg fall out. Very good. And then I'm gonna reach one hand through the middle and one on the outside. Clasp behind my right knee and pull everything in. And I know that I'm gonna wanna press my left elbow into my left thigh and get more of a stretch. Good. We're gonna switch sides. My left leg bends, right ankle comes up. Rest on that knee. Reach through, clasp behind the left knee. Pull everything in and press your elbow into your right thigh. Very good. And then keep breathing. We want to get just as much of a stretch on this side. As we take our leg off, we're gonna just pull both of our knees in. This is a nice gentle stretch. You can hold your knees or you can wrap your arms around them, whatever's comfortable for you. You just don't want to be like pulling your head off the ground. So whatever's comfortable for your reach. Very good. And from this position, we can roll back and forth a little, just get a little spinal roll there. As gentle as you need to go, or as far as you need to go. Feel a little rolling or popping on your spine. Good. And now we're going to bring our feet up to face the ceiling. And we're going to hold the back of our knees. And we're going to pull down, trying to place our knees into our armpits, leaving the feet flexed, facing the ceiling like we're going to walk on the ceiling. Very good, and breathe. down and together again. And I'm gonna hold one side of them so my right hand crosses over and it grabs onto that left outer knee. And I'm gonna anchor my left arm out for an anchor. And now I'm gonna let my knees fall to the side, and I'm gonna start to look at my left hand, and I'm just gonna pull everything apart. My knees are gonna go one way, my head is going the other way, and hopefully eventually I get one knee on the ground. And just take a look. Very good. And keep breathing. How I like to transition is I like to put my right arm out now. I know that I'm going to start to lift my legs and go towards the other side. I bring my left arm up to grab that right outer knee, and then I just keep going all the way to drop to the other side. Very good. And keep breathing. Two more big breaths. Very good. Bring those legs all the way back up and plant your feet on the ground. We're just going to do a couple of bridges while we're here. So we're going to put our hands onto the mat and our heels close to our fingers, so touching or close. Very good. And then we're going to take a big inhale, and on the exhale we're going to roll up into a bridge. So big inhale, fill your chest. Very good. Exhale, roll up one vertebra at a time, pressing up into that bridge. Very good. Leave that chest open. You can even roll your shoulders under if you need to. Very good. And breathe. We're using our core strength and glutes here. We don't want to be feeling any strain on our knees. Down. Nice and easy. Like it's one vertebra at a time. Good. Take a big inhale. And exhale up. Roll all the way up into your bridge. Make sure your knees are pointing forwards. Glutes and core are holding. And breathe. Back down, all the way down. Very good. We're going to roll onto our bellies now. Grab a sip of water if you need it. I'm going to grab one just because my talking takes my voice away. Very good. Okay. So onto our bellies here. We can start just with our basic cobra pose here. They actually call this the Sphinx sometimes when the hands are out like this, and we're just gonna ease into this stretch. Just feel this one for a few breaths. so that your shoulders are relaxed. I think it's next door. They make a lot of sounds in the kitchen. I heard it a couple times too. One more breath. They have what? Over there? Oh, maybe. Yeah, could be, but I think the salon is closed on Sundays. I think it's those ones. You never know though. They could be over there working on stuff. Okay, so we're gonna put our hands on either side of our chest. Very good. And we're gonna press up and open. You don't have to go all the way up, as far as is comfortable for you. We wanna open that chest. Feel a long stretch in our abdominals. Good, couple of breaths here. Give our hands and wrists a break. We're going to do it one more time. So take a couple breaths here, just relaxed and laying flat. And one more breath. Very good. Let's press up one more time. I know we're going to have a few poses that ask us to be on our wrists, so how we do. Couple of breaths. Very good. Come all the way down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just press back into child's pose. So I move my hands back a little bit, give myself a little push up, and then you can either come all the way back into the child's pose where the bum comes on the heels, or you can stay up in the puppy pose where your bum and heels are separated. So this would be puppy pose I'm doing now, and in a moment I'll shift into child's pose. Very good, good positioning. Hold whichever pose you've chosen. Really breathe into it. Couple more breaths. Gently come up and get into the position for tabletop, which means all four limbs down. I just wanted to give a quick tip, which sometimes works depending on, it really just depends on where in your wrist and your hands you feel it. If this position is painful in the wrists, so your arms are okay, your body's okay, you feel like you could do the pose but the wrists are hurting, a lot of times if you make like a gentle fist and you just kind of press those top two knuckles down into the mat. So see how I've just made a fist and then I just kind of press my knuckles down into my mat. This can be a safe and alternate position to hold the tabletop. So a couple little things to be aware of is that if you start to roll your weight onto your pinky and ring finger, you'll be back to straining the wrists again. So the key to this one is that the weight goes right down my arms and into those two big knuckles for the pointer and middle finger. And you might feel like the knuckles might be a little ouchy the first couple of times. I've broken mine in, now they're used to it. I find that I prefer this on days my carpal tunnel is acting up. I would rather do this than to feel that bend where the carpal tunnel is. So just an alternate that I wanted to show for anybody that wants to try it. And you can switch back and forth accordingly. I'll probably put my hands back down just as I'm demonstrating. So what we're gonna do is this is gonna be our version of the abs today. So we are gonna do the opposite arm and leg if possible. If you have any wrist pain, just switch and just do only one limb. So how we're gonna start is I'm gonna plant the right knee down and I'm gonna lift the left leg, and then I'm gonna lift my right arm. And I'm gonna just hold this pose for a breath. Very good, and then I'm gonna bring it in and I'm gonna touch my knee and elbow together, like this. How they touch together. Yep, there you go, it's challenging. And then back out. It's really challenging on the core and the balance, very good. And let's come down and relax. And I'm gonna show you another version as you're getting used to it, is if you wanna just extend your leg and then pull it all the way in, and then extend it out. And then you could try the hand, extending the hand, pulling it all the way in, and then extending it out. All of it works the core. All right. How do you feel about that knuckles pose? Pretty good?
Good, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, the first few times you do it, your knuckles will be a little sore because they're not used to that.
Right.
but they'll break in quickly, and then it'll just take strain off your wrist.
Okay.
Just something to know. Okay, so let's just do 2 more of these, so then we'll switch sides. So we'll see if we can get the right arm, left leg up, find our balance, use our core strength. Good. Bring it all the way in and touch that knee and elbow together. Good. All the way back up, balancing, using our core strength. Very good. And relax. Then we're going to do the other side. Take a nice breath. Good. All right, I'm going to lift my left arm and my right leg. Good, find my balance. Good, we're gonna bring that all the way in. Good. And extend again. And we're gonna do it one more time because we did that extra on the other side. Good, we're gonna bring that all the way in. Good, and then extend all the way up. Good, and then rest. Very good. For this next set, if you want to go back to your regular pose with the hands down, we're going to do the cat to cow just to give us a little break in the middle here. So on our inhale, we drop everything, open the chest and look up, and we inhale. Very good. And then on the exhale, we're going to curl everything up like we're a cat, arching its back, dropping our head too, pushing through the shoulders. I can feel the energy pushing right up through my shoulders. Good. And on the inhale, come down. Very good. And exhale, roll everything up. Very good. Inhale, come down. And exhale, roll up. Couple more. Inhale, roll down. Open the chest. Exhale, curl up. Inhale down and open. Exhale, curl up. Very good. now. I was gonna run us through another set of the balancing, but I'm looking at the clock and we'll move into the down dog and getting up to standing. So we will be free from another set of balancing and tabletop. You can try this regular version using the wall, however you choose. We're going to tuck our toes and we're going to press up into down dog, getting that nice stretch in the backs of our legs, nice long arms, and breathe. Very good. Couple more breaths. How are our wrists doing? Okay, very good. We're gonna walk our legs a little bit. So I'm gonna bend my knees in like a nice slow walk. The straight leg is gonna be getting the stretch. The bent leg will be getting a little relief. Very good. A few more times. Very good. Go back to your traditional down dog, just for a breath here. And then we're going to start walking our feet and hands together, whichever way is more comfortable for you. But we're not going to come up, we're going to come and just hang here. Very good. Try to bring your hands in towards your feet. You can bend your knees if you need to, but we want to get this nice long hang. Let your shoulders just drop forward and your head hang. Very good. Couple of breaths. Dead weight arms, really hang them. Now bend your knees and roll up all the way, one vertebra at a time. Ooh. Give yourself a minute to adjust to standing. No dizziness. What is it? I can take a second and show you, then we'll do our closing stretches. Would you like me to show you? Okay. So it's like a little ballet slipper. Okay. So this is the heel and this is the toe. Take your foot up. There we go. Okay. Now you're sticky. You feel a bit of warrior poses. All right. Now, are we all adjusted to standing?
Mm-hmm.
I know when you first, especially this time of year, like with all the just allergies and sinus stuff, and you first come up out of those yoga poses, and you're like,
So much different.
yes. And I feel all cleared out. All right, so we're gonna open nice and wide, beyond hip width apart. And then we're gonna take our right leg and turn it out towards the wall. And we're gonna bend our knee down over the big toe. Very good. And then we're gonna open our arms and look out over our fingers into warrior two. I'm gonna deepen my stance a little bit. You can go with whatever's comfortable for you. And you just keep, if you deepen the stance, then just look down, make sure your knee goes back in alignment with your big toe. Good, and breathe. Another big breath. staying in that wide lunge, we're gonna just turn and face our leg. Very good. And we're gonna sweep our arms forward and up. And then if you feel comfortable, you can just a little bit, just tilt back a little bit. Very good. Keep breathing. Do is we're going to bring the arms down for a moment and we're going to turn our feet to face the front, so I get this nice wide straddle towards the front, and then I'm going to open my hand. My other hand is going to come up. It's kind of like I'm a windmill and I'm turning, and I'm just going to go down. It's going to be straight leg, go nice and easy, because this might be as far as you can go, and that's okay. You can stop right here. Make sure nothing hurts, Miss Olivia, okay? And then I'm just going to drop all the way down, if I can, to my fingers touching the floor. This is the more advanced, you don't have to do that. You're gonna feel a side stretch and a thigh stretch. And if you need the bathroom, no problem, you can walk right by. No worries, you can walk right by. No problem at all. It's okay. See if with control you can lift yourself all the way back up to that wide straddle. Good, and we'll give our arms a little break because I know we're going to go right into warrior two again. And we're going to turn out the opposite leg. Very good. And then we're going to open our arms and bend our knee over the big toe. Good. Look out over your fingers and breathe. Take our hips and turn them to face the bent leg. If you need to adjust for a wider, more shallow stance, you can. And then we're going to sweep our arms forward, bring them all the way up. And if we can, we'll lean back just a little bit. Good. Open and turn into that wide straddle towards the front. We're going to go to the opposite side now. So I'm going to lean this way like a windmill all the way down, feeling that big stretch in my side. And the idea, if I can, is to just keep sliding till my hand ends up open right in front of my ankle. Good. This one you can look straight forward, or you can look up towards the hand. Did you do the other side last time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No worries, as long as it's your opposite side. And keep breathing. control. You're gonna lift back up and shake the arms out and shake your legs in, bring them in. Let me fix the heel on mine with my little grip socks. Okay, and yes? I see it, yeah, that's fancy. Maybe a car show? There's some people around here that participate in the car shows. Oh, okay, maybe you've seen it before. Yeah, yeah. I think I've seen it on Diamond Hill Road recently. They might have moved it over there. All right, so we're gonna do our closing breaths. So we're gonna start with hands going up the middle and the inhale. So inhale, and then exhale, we push like the air is heavy. Very good. Inhale. Exhale, push. Very good. Again, inhale. Exhale, push. Good. Now flip the palms up. Inhale up. Hands together. Exhale down. Very good. Palms open. Inhale up. Hands together. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Palms together. Exhale down. Together, exhale down. Very good. Our hands will stay in front of our chest and we'll say namaste.
Namaste.
Very good. This class always flies by.
I feel so
Like
good.
I always feel like I cut out a few things because I can't believe how fast it's going. That did feel good to me. We
Yeah.
needed it.